Praise the name of the Lord. My dear brothers and sisters, this is an amazing, wonderful day. Remember that every day is a new day. And just because you went through a bad day yesterday, or just because you have just been through a bad and tough season, it doesn't mean today is going to be tough for you. You just have to be positive. You just have to believe in God. You just have to look towards Jesus, because he will help you in whatever you are going through. Now, my brothers and sisters, the word that I have for you is going to help you, especially those that are feeling confused, those that do not know what to do right about now. This word is for you. It is not for everyone, but it is for you. My brothers and sisters, the word is, you cannot go to war with their weaponry. You cannot go to war with the things of this world. Remember, the scripture says that for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Remember, the weapons that God has given you, the weapons that are at your disposal, are not carnal. These are not weapons that are made by men. Because if you try to use the weapons of men, you will fail. Remember that the battle that we fight is spiritual. The battle is spiritual. It's not against flesh and blood. Though your neighbor hates you, though somebody has spoken evil against you, that battle is not with you and that person. It is spiritual. So do not go to war with the things of this world. This is the word that I have for you. Don't take the old way of doing things. Don't. Just because you have been doing things in the past, it doesn't mean that you should be doing them in this year, 2023. This is a new year, a new season that requires you to be very careful in whatever you do, in whatever you say. Don't try to be like them. Don't try to act like them. You can never be like everyone. You were created different. Remember, you are created in God's image and his likeness. Act like God. Speak like God. Move like God. Don't move like others. Don't act like them. Don't be influenced by what the world says. Don't be taken up by what media says. Don't allow fear to enter your mind, to enter your heart. Be moved by the Spirit of God. Today's word is from the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 38 to 39. I repeat, 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 38 to 39. And it reads, Then Saul dressed David in his garments and put a bronze helmet on his head and put a coat of mail armor on him. Then David fastened his sword over his armor and tried to walk, but he could not, because he was not used to them. And David said to Saul, I cannot go with this, because I am not used to them. So David took them off. That is a powerful scripture. It is a very powerful scripture. That, remember, this scripture comes at a time when Israel was faced with an enemy. They were faced with an enemy that had a giant. For those who have read the story of Goliath and David. So David was getting ready to fight Goliath. And when he was getting ready, there was some preparation that was made on the camp of Israel. That Saul tried to dress David in his garments. And he put on him a bronze helmet on his head and a coat of armor on him. But David could not walk. He could not walk. Some of you, people have tried to put on you their clothes. their lifestyle. Some of you have been introduced to very dangerous lifestyles. They have tried to introduce smoking to you. They have tried to introduce drinking to you. They have tried to introduce all sorts of funny behaviors to you. But it cannot fit you. It is too heavy for you. You cannot fit into their community. You cannot fit into their group. Just like David, he could not wear the king's clothes. They were never meant for him. Brothers and sisters, listen, though you live in this world, you are not of this world. You are of a different world. You come from God. You are born of God. So stop trying to fix things that are never meant to be fixed. Stop trying to wear the things of this world. I love the scripture that says that do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Don't try to do like what they do. Don't try to walk like them. Don't try to speak like them. If they are gossiping, let them gossip on their own. Don't try to copy their behaviors, because you are very different. You are unique. Be who God created you to be. Live a life that God has predestined for you. I love the scripture that says, for whom he foreknew, he predestined. For whom he foreknew, he predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he may be the firstborn among many brethren. That scripture comes from the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 29. You can go and check it out. Romans chapter 8 verse 29. It says, for whom he foreknew, he predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he may be the firstborn among many. God has predestined you to be conformed to his image. He foreknew you, so he knows you. He understands you. Don't try to be with people who don't understand you. My brothers and sisters, this is a word that will bless you. So the scripture says, and David said to Saul, I cannot go with these because I am not used to them. Brothers and sisters, you are not used to the things of this world, so you cannot go with them. This is the end of this world. This is the end of this message. Until next time, God bless you.